Attention, please. Cinder Collie to the nurse's station. Cinder Collie to the nurse's station. Thank you.
Oh my god, guys, we're back again. Holy freaking crap, it's another fine day. All right, guys, do me a favor. Hold on. Before you guys come into the stream, before you come to the nurse's station, make sure you gotta wash your hands. Everybody spam Cinder soap. You gotta wash your hands before you come to the nurse's station. I'm not gonna let you back unless you wash your hands. You nasty plague rats, you better wash those hands. Wash, wear a mask, stand back. Get back. 6 feet back. Don't you be coming too close to me. 6 feet. Wash those hands. Guys, hey, welcome in. What's up? We're back again. It's Tuesday. End of my weekend. I gotta go back to work tomorrow. We're gonna get in today. We're gonna try to finish. We'll see. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna finish Quern. I don't know if we're gonna finish Quern today, but we might. We might actually finish it. Tom the Gamer, Polkas, B. William, Mojo Art, Bansalot, Sebi. Dude, Sebi, what's up? I got my coffee right here. You'd be proud of me. It's right here. I got it right next to me. Shasta Dober, Beat Fox, Amic, Hypnosis, Firestar, Silvery Being, Kevlar K Dude, Settle Cougar, Phase Eagle, Game 234, Daskew, Cyber Panda. I see all of you. Yamabun, I see you too. Oh my god. Shishina, thanks for the follow. Lewis, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Fobby Flock. I guess you guys get to see me naked from the start of the freaking stream. Are you kidding me? All right, hold on. Ridiculous, making me naked already. I just started the freaking stream, just started, and you're already making me naked, and you're making me what? Oh my god. All right, Jacob, this is for you. Can I have my bandana back, please? Can I have it back, please? Please, can I have it back? Please, please, I'm so cold. Happy? I'm setting your timer, by the way, Tom. 15 minutes, you get 15 minutes of looking at my neck. Nasty perverts. Disgusting. Can't believe you want to look at my neck. Unbelievable. You're getting nervous? Well, you can blame Tom the Gamer for it, because he's the one who made me naked. Ugh. Dude, guys, I've been playing... Oh my god. So, I have been playing this new game that came out like 3, 4, 5 days ago. Who's been playing Dyson Sphere program? It's freaking awesome, dude. Riftline with 100 bits.
This is my first stream of yours ever.
Aw.
I'm so excited to see this good boy. 3.
Dude, Riftline coming with 100 bits, making Tux dance. Look at that werewolf. USDA Prime werewolf. Riftline, thanks for the 100 bits and thanks for joining us today. I hope you have a good time. I hope you learned something. And then you can watch me suffer through all these puzzles that have gotten progressively harder as the game has progressed. Boop Lover, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Fobby Flock. What game's in this game? It's called Dyson Sphere program. Hold on. You guys know, at least the ones who are here for my first few streams, you know that I loved Satisfactory. You guys, hold on. You gotta look at this. Hold on, let me do something real quick. Drag that over. Okay. Dude, look at this game. This game has been so much fun. It's Satisfactory, but in space with multiple planets. It's so freaking cool. You have to make a Dyson Sphere. Look, you get to play as Bumblebee, too. Dude, look how cool this is. Oh, I'm so excited to get my factory up to that level. You can go to other planets, get other resources. You build massive factories, and then you build a Dyson sphere. Dude, it's so cool. I'm excited. I'm gonna play the crap out of this over the next couple weeks. On stream, maybe if I get to a good enough point. Look at that! You could build that! You can freaking build that in the game. I'm so excited. Dude, I am so excited about this game. I might play it on stream if I can get to a point where the factory has gotten... I'm still in the early game, and the early game kind of, you know, it's always boring. Just like with Satisfactory, the early game, it takes a while. But once I get my factory to a good place, maybe we'll play some on stream as I start to progress further and further into the game. But I've been like, I've been obsessed with it. I played it pretty much like all night last night, and I played it today. I'm probably gonna be playing it again tonight. What the hell happened to my music? Oh, it just ended weird. That was weird. Muffin Bear coming in with the follow. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Fobby Flock. Welcome in. So guys, today on stream, in my lecture, we're gonna talk about my favorite snack. We're gonna talk about bones. Oh, I love me some bones. We're gonna talk about the skeletal system. We haven't really talked about it much past when we had our lecture on fractures. So today we're gonna talk about the actual skeletal system. We'll talk about the structure of bones, and we'll talk about some of the... We're not gonna talk about all of the bones, but we're gonna talk about a good number of the bones. I love me a good bone, me too. All that delicious yellow bone marrow. Oh, it's so tasty. Nom, 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 nom. Let me get that bone marrow. What game? That was Dyson Sphere Factory. It's Dyson Sphere Program. It's like Factorio and Satisfactory mixed, but they're all factory games. Bone. But let me get through I gotta get through the coffee. We can't, before we start talking about bones, as much as I want to talk about bones, we gotta get through the coffee first. You know, we gotta get our coffee. DC Flash, hey! Welcome in, what's up? It looks like a really neat game. It's pretty exciting. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually pretty fun. The perspective is nice, because one of the problems I had with Satisfactory is as much as I enjoy the first-person perspective for a lot of things, it was hard to plan out your factory appropriately from a first-person perspective. It was hard. There was a lot of like maneuvering, and you couldn't get things lined up properly, and it was just, it limited it. The third-person perspective makes it a lot easier to line everything up. Bama Slim Jim, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Fobby Flock. Welcome in. Do you guys remember the Slim Jim guy? Kevlar, take care. Do you guys remember the Slim Jim guy? The first time I remember seeing the commercials for Slim Jim, and then I remember getting, I think it was like Dave Mirra's BMX, when you could play as him. Oh, give me a good picture of the Slim Jim guy. There it is. It's the Slim Jim guy. You could go as an adult Slim Jim. He had this long hair. They did commercials with him. You guys remember this? This wasn't a fever dream, I'm pretty sure, right? It actually happened. You ever have memories from your childhood that you're like, was that real? Or was it just like some weird fever dream that I don't remember? I don't like, sometimes you remember things that, I don't know, maybe they weren't real. Put on some clothes, I can't. You wanna know why I can't? You wanna know why I freaking can't? Because Tom the Gamer said I couldn't. At least for another 7 minutes. I gotta stay naked for another 7 minutes. That's a straight up slim criminal. Do you guys like Slim Jims? I'm not the biggest fan of jerky, if I'm being honest. I definitely don't think like, man, I want to grab a delicious snack. Ooh, jerky. I'm usually like, man, I want to grab a delicious snack, and then I go for like chips or like cookies. I definitely don't reach for any kind of jerky. I'm not a big fan of it. Like, I used to have some friends that would eat venison jerky. They would eat like deer jerky, and I did not like it. I did not like it. Just, I don't know. I like my meat to be like warm and juicy, and preferably in pressed patty form, not dried and cured in a log. It's gotta be warm. It's gotta be hot and juicy. Hypnosis, don't woo me. We're talking about meat, what you eat. Jeez, get your head out of the gutter. Losing my fur? You back away with those clippers. You back away with those clippers. Don't you shave me. Oh, so help me God if you shave me. I will find you. You're not gonna like what's gonna happen. Trying to shave a dog. Are you freaking crazy? I'm double coated. You know what happens when you shave a double coat? It doesn't grow back properly. Throws off my whole homeostasis. My body won't be able to regulate temperature. You're basically killing me. Can you bark for us? Ruff, ruff. How's that? Good enough? Barks without opening your mouth is a demon? I'll show you a demon. I keep those nice and tucked away. You don't ever actually see them. Oh my god. Fritz buddy coming in with the make me whine at you. Oh my god, again? Hold on. Fritz buddy, I know you got other snacks that aren't jerky. Can I have the other snacks? I don't want the jerky. Get it out of here. I don't want the jerky. I don't want to. Give me something else. You got something else, please? You got anything else you can give me, please? Food. Give me that food. Not the jerky though. I really don't want the jerky. Can you stop giving me the jerky? I want food. What's your opinion on medical pot? I think medicinally it's being underutilized. I think if we researched it more, we would see that it has benefits that could be very useful, especially in a hospital setting or in a medicinal setting. I mean, hell, we give people enough drugs as it is in the hospital. I would love to be able to give people like injections of THC or some kind of like oral derivative or oral derived THC. I mean, it can't be any worse than the stuff we already give them, right? I think we should fund it. I mean, I also think it should be recreationally legal because alcohol and cigarettes are infinitely worse than that, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Dude, Adam coming with the 100 bits making tuck stands. Look at that werewolf. USDA Prime werewolf. I guess to answer your question, Silver, I support it. If only because there's got to be to say that it has no medicinal properties is just wrong, right? We've proven that it has, so it can help with certain things. It can help with seizures, it can help with anxiety, it can help with pain, right? Hell, we give Marinol, which is a drug that is a synthetically derived cannabinoid that works on the same systems. So that alone means that that system has medicinal purposes and medicinal properties to it if we have a synthetic that already uses that system. So why not just use the naturally derived one? Like, we still give morphine for pain, which is the naturally derived opiate. Even though we have synthetic opioids that do the same thing, we still use morphine because it's one of the best. right? So like, why use a synthetically derived cannabinoid when natural ones exist, while we're already saying that cannabinoids have medicinal purposes because there's already a medication that uses that system. So let's just stop the bullshit and just legalize it medicinally all over and let us use it in the hospital. Because I can tell you, there are a lot of people who come into the ER who could use a joint or something just to shut them the hell up and chill them out. And what do? We pump them full of benzos. And what are benzodiazepines? They're very addictive. I think it would be great.
Woohoo! Shotspot!
P-Fox, thanks for the bit. Appreciate it. Just wondering, do you use any devices by Applied Medical in your work? We use a lot of, what is it? It's BD. Yeah, BD, Medical Device Company. We use a lot of their stuff. Are cannabinoids addictive? Not in the general sense. Not like, I don't think they are like tobacco and other highly addictive drugs. But they can form dependency. Sure. But whether or not they're physically addictive, you're not going to go through withdrawals like you would with other drugs. So generally they're I don't want to say non-addictive, because it depends on what your definition of addiction is. Because you have physiological addiction, which is when your body physically craves it, and then you have psychological addiction, which becomes more habitual and dependency for, mental stability, right? So it's hard to say yes or no to that. My answer to that would be less so than other drugs. You can be prescribed medicinal marijuana. Now, a lot of places can do it now. Like most states have it now, and a good number have recreational, but we'll see where that goes. How am I this afternoon? I'm doing well. How are you? I got my coffee. It's nice and gloomy out. I'm in a nice cozy room. Got the apartment to myself because Tux is at work. It's always good. When I was getting over my colon cancer, I used marijuana bath bombs to help the pain. They worked wonders. I agree with you. It should be funded. I think some of the funding should go towards education. Well, I'm all for legalize it, tax the shit out of it, and put that money towards like education or healthcare or something, because it's basically just free money, right? So let's be honest. When they legalize marijuana nationally and all the states start getting on board, they're just going to start raking in the money. Carlos, thanks for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Hey, Tom, guess what? Timer's up. Bandana's going back on. Oh, yes. Warmth, comfort, security, decency. I'm finally clothed again. How can I make myself loudly belch if my boyfriend likes it? I don't know, root beer? Root beer always made me burp a lot.
Everybody do the flop. Everybody do the flop.
Dude, Scarface!
Everybody do the flop.
Scarface, holy freaking crap, dude. Scarface coming with 4 gifted tier 1 subs out to the community. That makes 115 for the channel. You're insane. You're crazy. Jace. Kyle Rick. Nox Yeen. Crimson Legacy Wolf. The Mr. Maduro. You guys are all coming under collar here thanks to Scarface. From the flops to the beans, I got you covered. Melina, hold on. You're not going to come in here and hug during COVID. 6 feet. Give back. 6 feet. Back. Hold on. Give me my hand. Just my hand. Back. Back away. 6 feet. Back. Can I get Cinder soaps? Some Cinder soap in the chat. Coming all up in here in my bubble. 6 feet. Get back. Nasty plague rats. 6 feet away. Yes, cat jam. 6 feet. 6 feet away. 6. Oh my God.
Everybody do the flop. Everybody do the flop.
Dude, Ezum Ness coming in with the gifted 3 tier 1 subs to the community. Holy freaking crap. Azume. Is it Azume? Azume. Giving out subs to PogChamp is gone, champ. Geistreich and Kenny the Dragon, you're all coming under collar here thanks to Azume. Some flops to the beans. I got you covered. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the support. Does Kali care cover the damage that Godzilla and Kong will cause in March? No. We cover you from the flops to the beans. We cover you. But if you file a claim with us, we are probably not going to get paid, and we're probably going to deny it because we're not actually an insurance company, but you're covered from the flops to the beans. We got you covered. So, you know, you'll be okay. I'm sure you'll be fine. You know, just file a claim. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. All right. Are you guys ready to learn? You guys want to learn about bones? Bones. We're talking about the skeletal system today. Can we see your beans? Yeah, there you go. Beans. Then beans. Uh-oh. Dude, Max Husky coming with the 500 bits! Holy freaking crap, Max Husky! Maybe you should double check that order before you give 500,000 milligrams of morphine to someone. Jeez. Max Husky, disappointing JD with that 500 kilos of morphine order. Thanks for the 500 bits, I appreciate it. Zero Wolf coming with 100 bits, making Tux dance. Look at that werewolf, USDA Prime Werewolf. Ugh. Okay, sorry, we were talking about beans. I was showing beans. The beans. Beans. How's that for beans? You happy? Who asked for the beans? Who was that? Mojo, you happy you got to see some beans? Who gives someone 500 milligrams? It was 500,000 milligrams. It was 500,000 milligrams, which is 500 kilograms of morphine. Or was it 500 grams? Did I get that wrong? Anyways, it's from Scrubs, and that's the joke, is that it's a ridiculous amount of morphine. You'd kill somebody with that much. Oh, we're talking about bones, not beans. Well, bones and beans. The beans and the bones. Oh God, that sounds like the birds and the bees. All right, son, it's time. I know you're coming of age and things are changing in your body. It's time to talk about the beans and the bones. It almost works. Do you hate when you go to the store or somewhere pre-chaos and you are in line, you can smell the person in front of you, but sometimes I'll go to the store, I can smell the person in front of me even from 6 feet away? Are you just talking about people who are stinky? Stop being so damn stinky. Kenny the Dragon coming with the 45 bits, making Tux stands. Look at that werewolf. It's prime werewolf. PogChamp is gone, champ. It's gone. No. We have our own Pog, though. We have our own. So we don't need that stinking PogChamp. What is today's PogChamp? Hold on. What's today's? Eh. 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 None of them are ever going to be as good as the original. We all know that, right? Like, I understand why they got rid of the original, but none of them are ever going to be as good as the original. Because everybody's trying to imitate the original. I like the Skyfox one is good. Heroes is good. Doggers. Yeah, Whiskey Dingoes, I like his as well. There's a good. Whoa, what is happening to my face? Oh my God, what? Why did my face go up there? I was scratching my nose and my face freak. Okay, hold on. If I put my hand here, it makes my head move around weird. Interesting. Oh, wait. That otter is really cute. I like that one. I like that one a lot, actually. Did they just make that the new PogChamp? All right. Bones. Time for bones. I have no idea if this lecture is going to go by fast or if it's going to go by slow, because I got about 1,000 pictures we're going to look at, but we're just going to talk about just basic bone anatomy. Nefsu coming with 100 bits, make a tuck stance. Look at that werewolf. USDA Prime werewolf. Thanks for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ugh. It's a stout, not an otter. Oh, okay, okay. Like I was supposed to know the difference. It looks like an otter. I'm going to call it an otter. Same thing. Same thing. Ah, the skeletal system doesn't get a lot of love, unfortunately. The only time you really think about the skeletal system is during October when it's spooky season. And then all the skeletons come out to try and harvest on your souls. But you know, only during October. Otherwise, the skeletons stay nicely safe and tucked inside your body and give you structure and support and help you move, while also storing calcium and phosphate to keep your body, you know, in homeostasis, and also playing a very important role in blood cell production. So if it's not October and it's not spooky, scary skeleton season, they actually do quite a lot of work, which I never understood. Could someone explain to me why how are skeletons supposed to be scary? How are skeletons scary? They have no tendons, they have no ligaments, there's no muscle, there's no meat to them. They're just bones. You just like knock them over, right? There's nothing holding those bones together. They're just like a house of cards. You just got to topple them over, right? And this idea, even if they do hit you, it's not like they can get any force behind it. They don't have any muscle. So even if they do hit you, it's just gonna be like a light, like, you know, like a little like, nah, right? It's not gonna be like hard. Every time, you know what I always think of? I always think of that scene from Scary Movie 2, when they're running in the basement and she's being chased by the skeleton, and she's like, "What are you running from? This little old bag of bones?" And they like tear him apart and they put his head where his pelvis is and his pelvis and his end. They all discombobulate him and stuff. Like that to me is like perfect. That to me is how you should treat a skeleton. Just not, they're just bones. You just knock them over, they'll be fine. Representative of death and mortality. Yeah, I know, I get that. Okay. I understand why psychologically skeletons would be creepy, because it means that someone's died there and they've decomposed enough to only leave their bones, right? I'm talking about from like a mob standpoint, right? Like from like monsters and like creatures you need to kill and fight and whatnot. Like I see skeleton and I'm like, you're not that bad. You're just bones. They're pretty tough in Sea and Thieves, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're just bones, though. Just, you know, you just give them a little lick. They're just bones. Yep. You just gotta lick the bones. Yep. Oh, the human skeleton. You guys are all familiar with it. You all have one inside of you, regardless if you want to accept it or not. I guess I could just put it here. We're all just made up of a bunch of bones. We're just a bunch of big old bag of bones. Bones are made of connective tissue. They're constantly being broken down and reestablished. You have these things called osteoclasts and osteoblasts that work to help repair your bone. So your osteoclasts almost work as like, I like to think of them as like it's like sanding a piece of wood before you paint it, right? They kind of break down any kind of imperfections or microfractures and reabsorb that calcium to then be given to the osteoblasts, which go ahead and form the rest of the bone. This is how your bones form. You also have osteocytes, which are these little guys in the center here, which kind of run the show. They're like the play callers of all this. So they'll say, "Hey, osteoclast, we got a tiny little fracture over here. Go clean it up." And then the osteoclast clean it up, and then the osteoblasts fill it in. So the osteocyte is the one that controls everything, the osteoclast is the one that destroys, and the osteoblast is the one that makes. Your body has, the grown adult human has 206 bones. 206 bones. When you're a child, you have more, but some of them start to fuse together until eventually you're left with 206 bones. About every 7 years, you have a new skeleton. So it takes about 7 years for your skeleton to break itself down and rebuild itself, right? For all of those cells to be brand new again. It takes about 7 years comparatively to your skin, which you have new skin cells about every 48 days. So 48 days for skin, 7 years for your bones. I made an oopsie. Can I be excused for 45 minutes? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. You don't have to ask for it. You can just leave. You could have just left and I wouldn't have known. You could just be like, okay, bye. You can just leave. I'm new here. Why are we looking at bones? Jazz Mouse, we're looking at bones because we're talking about the skeletal system. Because I'm a nurse and I like to teach things. I like to teach about anatomy and the human body and how amazing it is. That's why we're looking at bones. So bones are more than just a solid structure of calcium and rigid material. There's actually some anatomy on the inside of it. So you have two ends. You have two separate like structures of bone. You have what we call spongy bone, which are usually found at the ends, or what we call the epiphysis. Okay, these are made of these trabeculae. I forget how to say it, but essentially the spongy bone is made up of this like porous kind of weaving structure material, right? This is to allow for compression and resistance against force, but also it leaves some open space in there for your red bone marrow to sit. All right, and we'll talk about red bone marrow here in a second. The outer part of your bone is made out of what we call compact bone, which is a stronger, more compact structure than spongy bone. So spongy bone is there as work as like shock absorbers, right? You have that porous structure to kind of work at absorbing shock and stress from different directions, whereas your compact bone works as almost like a nice seal, like a finish to cover everything up and give it that nice hard exterior. Okay. Okay. That's valid. I like learning stuff. Well, welcome in. Do you remember the scene from Return of the Living Dead? I don't think I do. I don't remember that. No. Last time I asked if I can go home, you kept saying no. Now I don't want to. Now I don't even have to ask. You don't. Okay, look. If you ask me if you can leave, I'm probably gonna say no. But if you just leave, then you can't. Then I can't say no to you leaving. What field of nursing? I work in the emergency department. I work in the ER. So besides the difference in compact bone and spongy bone, you also have bone marrow. You have two different types of marrow. You have red marrow and you have yellow marrow. Red marrow usually hangs out over in the spongy bone area, kind of in between all the porousness of that spongy bone. And red marrow is responsible for what we call hematopoiesis. Does anybody have an idea of what hematopoiesis stands for? I gotta look up how to spell this correctly. Does anybody know what red bone marrow does? Hematopoiesis. Red blood cell. It makes blood cells. Your red bone marrow is responsible for making your blood cells. So some white blood cells get made in here, but mostly it's gonna be your red blood cells are made here in the red bone marrow. All right. Does anybody know what the yellow bone marrow is? So where the red marrow usually hangs out in what we call the epiphysis, which are the ends in that spongy bone, the diaphysis, which is the shaft of your bone, has this cavity in the center called the medullary cavity. Within the medullary cavity, you have yellow bone marrow. Does anybody know what yellow bone marrow does? Ember Wolves, you're correct. It's fat. It's fat storage. So red bone marrow is responsible for hematopoiesis. Yellow bone marrow is responsible for fat storage. If you're a carnivorous animal out in the wild, one of the best, most delicious, highest calorie things you can find is yellow bone marrow. So it's just fat. So why do you think all those animals love chewing on bones? Because what's inside a bone? Yellow bone marrow. And what do animals need? Calories and things that are going to give them energy. That yellow bone marrow. Very, very good. Nice little treat. Little treat for those animals out in the wild. You also have some nerves and some blood vessels running through this as well. Let's see. Kind of give you guys another image of what it looks like here. So here you have what we call the epiphysis, which is the ends of the bones. Okay. You can technically have this in between part called the metaphysis, but I just refer to this whole thing as the diaphysis, which is the diaphysis, which is the shaft of the bone, right? You got your yellow bone marrow in here. You got your red bone marrow up here. So let's start talking about different types of bones. So one of the ways that you can classify bones is by shape. You have long bones, which are your typical ones that you think of when you think about bones, right? This is going to be your femur, your humerus, pretty much your limbs, right? If you think about your limbs, so your femur, your fibula, your tibia, your humerus, your metatarsals, and your phalanges, which are your fingers, right? And your toes. Any bone that is longer than it is wide, okay? So this would be a long bone, right? Your typical long bone that you think of. This is a humerus, by the way. You're same with this. This is also a humerus. Your typical long bones, the typical bones that you think of when you think of skeleton bones, are going to be long bones, okay? But you can also have short bones. Short bones are typically going to be found in your hand and in your foot. I'm going to tell you guys right now, when we get to the hand and we get to the foot during this lecture, they are a hot damn mess. Your carpals and your tarsals. They are a hot damn mess. Evolution did the best it could with what it had, and what we ended up with is a bunch of little bones all jammed together, held by a bunch of tendons and ligaments. It is a hot damn mess. But your short bones are generally going to be found in your hands and in your feet. These are bones that are going to be shorter, or they're going to be shorter than they are wide. So these are like your chodes. You're also going to have some flat bones. Flat bones are pretty much exactly what they say. They're flat. If you were to take a cross section of a flat bone, what you'd find, instead of it having kind of like this structure with your spongy bone and your compact bone, it's going to look more like a sandwich, where you have the bone marrow and everything squished between some spongy bone. So that's going to include your cranial bones, your sternum, your ribs, which are technically flat bones, and then your scapula, which is your shoulder blade as well. These are all going to be your flat bones. And then lastly, we have your irregular bones, which are going to be the bones of the spinal column, the vertebral column, as well as your pelvis. Your pelvis is considered an irregular bone because it doesn't fit into any of the other bone classifications. Isn't the femur a sensitive bone? The femur is the biggest and strongest bone in your body. You're probably thinking of your tibia, which is your shin bone, which is the one that hurts so damn much when you hit it on things. Resters, there is no penis bone. There is no bone in your penis. It is just spongy tissue that engorges with blood. That is the answer to your question. Whip for life, thanks for the follow. Butyl, thanks for the follow. Sakamoto, thanks for the follow. Settle Cougar, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Floppy Flock, guys. There's a bone in a... Hey, well, okay, but we are not animals. In human penises, there are no bones. I can't believe I have to... Do you guys not know that? Did you really think that you had a bone in your penis? Are you serious? You can't be serious right now. You really can't be serious. You really can't be serious. I really hope you're not serious. I really hope you're not serious right now that you actually had to ask that question. Of the 206 bones in your body, your boner is not one of them. Despite its name, it's more of a misnomer. Jesus. Because anatomy likes to be difficult, we can also classify bones based on their location, what I like to call their bone zones. All right, so there's two main bone zones in our body. You have the axial skeleton and you have the appendicular skeleton. Your axial skeleton is going to be basically all of your supporting structures and everything that kind of makes up the base of your body, right? So if you remember when we talked about central nervous system versus peripheral nervous system, you can kind of think of these as almost like a central skeleton versus peripheral skeleton, also known as the axial skeleton and the appendicular skeleton. These are the two separate bone zones, as it were. Who here needs to know what the coccyx actually is? It's a merging of a bunch of bones. Is mayonnaise a bone? No, Silverfolf, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Horseradish is not an instrument either. Moho Art, I'm not going to talk about the anatomy and physiology of maintaining an erection. It just, I have specifically stayed away from the reproductive system as a system that I'm not going to cover quite yet. We might get there eventually, but I'm still a little gun shy after being suspended once, so we're not gonna get there yet. But maybe at some point when I feel like you guys are mature enough to have that talk. Can't even talk about bones without someone talking about a boner. Okay, so your axial skeleton is going to consist of your skull, your rib cage, your sternum, and then your vertebral column, so your spinal cord and your tailbone. Your appendicular skeleton is going to consist of all of your limbs and everything that attaches your limbs to their axial skeleton. We're going to start from the top and work our way down.
Oh, you woo, flop dog, go bark, bark, ah, woo.
How's that? Cerulean, thanks for 100 bits. I appreciate it. Thanks for making Tux dance and making me bark, I guess. Is dinosaur bones an instrument? Can you explain what testosterone does for your bones? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't do that. I didn't look into that for my research.
Woohoo! Shotspot!
So let's start with your skull. Your skull is made up of 22 bones. If you could imagine that, there are 22 bones in your skull. 22! Just in your skull alone. It's almost why it's one of the most important structures in your body. How do you feel pain in your bones? You have nerve endings in them. You see these? You see these? You see the nerve endings in here? So your skull is made up of 22 bones. I'm not going to go over all 22 of them. We're going to go over the main important ones. All right. Obviously, the one that you guys are probably most familiar with is going to be your mandible, which is your jaw. That's what allows you to talk. It's what allows you to eat. It's what allows you to move your mouth. You could feel that. And by the way, guys, feel free to feel along with your bones. Oh my God! Meowtastic DJ coming with a rate of 2. What's up, Meowtastic? How's your stream? What were you playing? What were you doing? Tom Clancy's The Division. I was playing some Siege last night. It was fun. It was fun. Thanks for the raid and thanks for blasting my ears full of wonderful HWK. What exactly is bone marrow? It's bone marrow. It's like a liquidy substance. Xavier, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Fluffy Flock. Shugaka, I didn't know you played. I only played a few rounds and I'm trash, and this was the first time I had played Siege since 2018. So there's like, the roster has doubled since I last played. Okay. So while we're talking about these bones, feel free to feel along underneath your skin, especially when we get to some of the appendicular skeleton and some of the processes and little notches in there. feel free to feel along. But if you want right now, you can do what I'm doing, which is actually physically touching your chin bone or your mandible, so you can you can feel it. There you go. It's a bone. You got a bone in there. The next one you guys probably all know about is your zygomatic bone, which are your cheekbones. So if you feel along your face, kind of up underneath your eye, you're gonna feel some areas that kind of poke out a little bit. Those are your zygomatic bones, your cheekbones. I've seen people fracture those. It's not good. It's not good. WW2, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Flobby Flock. Right in front there, you have your maxilla, which is your one of your facial bones. That's what kind of helps house your skull or your nose, as well as part of your teeth. That's kind of right there in front. All right. So you got your mandible down here. You got your zygomatic bones over here, which are your cheekbones, and then your maxilla right here. Like I said, feel free to kind of feel along as we're doing this. Your frontal bone, this massive structure in the front that we love to bang our heads into. All right. That makes up the front part of your face. You have your sphenoid bone, which kind of sits in the back of your eye there and gives support for your ocular socket. All right. And you actually have your nasal bone, which is down underneath your nose. All right. That's what happens when you break your nose. You're breaking that nasal bone. All right. If we go to the side view over here and we start working our way back, you have your temporal bone here, which is on the side of your head. And you get your parietal bone as well. And if these all sound familiar, when we talked about our brain lecture, your frontal lobe, your parietal lobe, your temporal lobe, and your occipital lobe, they all have bones that go hand in hand with the same lobe of the brain. All right. And then even within your head, within your skull, you have these tiny little bones in your ear. Remember when we talked about hearing? We talked about the malleus, the incus, and the stapes. Right? The three smallest bones in your body that are responsible for turning disturbances and pressure waves into sound so that we can hear things, and you can hear me talking, and you can hear me do things like this. You can thank your three little bones in your ear for that. As we move down from the skull, we're going to go into the neck to a very unique bone, the hyoid bone. Does anybody know what makes the hyoid bone so special and so unique? It's the only bone in the body that blank. Has anybody known what makes the hyoid bone so special? It bends. No, there are some bones that bend, or kind of they move. There's something particular about this bone. Ember Wolf's got it again. It's the floating bone. It's not connected. It is the only bone in your body that is not connected to any other bone. Your hyoid bone. Your hyoid bone is responsible for keeping your tongue. It gives a place for your tongue to attach. It also helps keep your larynx up as well. It is just floating there in your neck. It does not attach to any other bone in your body. It just floats. It works as like an anchor point for some other structures in your neck. It is the only bone in the body that does not connect with another bone. The hyoid bone is connected to the, it's connected to I don't know what it's the song is ruined. Halloween Ghoul, I will not be showing. We're not going to talk about, the like pre-fused bones of the child. And then you have your vertebral column, which is made up of 24 vertebrae. Okay, and then you have your sacrum and your coccyx. So your cervical spine is made up of the first 7. You have one up there. Let me make sure. I didn't get a picture of this, but let me get a picture of it. I should have grabbed pictures of these. The first 2 vertebrae in your head are known as the atlas and the axis, which are super freaking cool. The C1, which is your cervical vertebrae number 1, the first one, is known as the atlas because this is what supports your skull. Thus, as Atlas put the weight of the world on his shoulders, your atlas vertebrae puts the weight of your head on your entire spinal column. And then you have your axis below it, and these two help you with movement and moving your head around, and it helps support your neck. Okay, the rest of your cervical spine moves down through 3 through 7, and then you have your thoracic spine, which goes from 1 to 12, your lumbar spine, which goes from 1 to 5, and then your sacrum and your coccyx, which are both fused bones. So those are all vertebrae that fuse as you grow older and turn into kind of these massive structures. Each of those containing 5 fused, and one sacrum containing 5 fused bones, and the coccyx containing 4. Here's another shot of all of your different vertebrae as well. So different vertebrae are going to be structured a little bit differently. Your cervical ones are going to be a little bit smaller, right? So actually one of the biggest things that we worry about when patients come in for any kind of trauma is damage to the cervical spine, because any damage to the cervical spine, especially that cervical spinal cord, can leave you paralyzed. So we are very concerned with your cervical spine when you come into the hospital. If you've ever been put in a cervical collar, one of those things that they put around your neck after you get into an accident, is to keep your head straight and prevent you from turning around or moving your head much, because they could cause small fractures to become bigger. But you can see how this is structured here. You have these two little things on the end, which I forget the name of those. I also forget the name of this, but this is where your spinal column is, and this is where your nerve endings run through. All right. Cervical collar or cervical spine is a little bit smaller. You get to your thoracic, it's a little bit bigger. Your lumbar is really big and thick, and then you get down to your sacrum and your coccyx. You can actually feel, I forget the name of these little things that hang off of the edge of them, but you can feel, if you press against your back, you can feel the individual vertebrae. As you press against it, you can feel the gaps in between them. What is the name of those? Hold on, I should know this. The spinous processes is the name of those things that stick out. Are you guys feeling your spine right now? Are you running your fingers down your back and feeling the individual processes of your spinal vertebra? I am. I like this. I think this is going to be a cool lecture, because as we start to move more and more towards the limbs, you guys are going to start feeling all your bones, start feeling them, especially when we talk about the radius and the ulna. I tell you how they twist around each other. I remember the first time I felt that, I thought it was super weird. So staying with the axial skeleton, the last thing we're going to talk about is the good old rib cage. You have 12 pairs of ribs, so 24 total. I want to say the first, oh God, how many are fake ribs? I think it's, or floating ribs rather. I think it's these guys down here, like 7 through 12. I forget. But you have some that attach directly and some that attach to other ribs, which are called floating ribs. Okay. Did I have another thing for this? No, I didn't. Okay. You also have your sternum, which is, everybody knows the sternum. Oh God! The sternum is that flat bone in the center that everything attaches to and protects, right, goes right in the center there. Okay. If you actually feel your sternum, at the bottom of your sternum, you have this little thing here called the xiphoid process. You can feel this sticking out. If you palpate your sternum, you can kind of find it down at the bottom. There's a little process that sticks out. It's known as the xiphoid process. We use that for landmarking for specific things. I like barbecue ribs. Who doesn't? And then also, if you rub your hands against your chest, you can feel individual ribs. You can kind of count them out as well. Shelia Nicholas, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. I do like me some ribs. The sternum also is what we rub when we try to wake you up. If you go unconscious on me, I'm going to rub your sternum really hard and you're not going to like it. It's going to hurt like hell. We talk about the forearms yet? Sebi, no, we're still on the axial skeleton, which is the center. We are about to transition, though, into the appendicular skeleton, which are all the other bones. Me going in for the second serving of ribs, everyone else in the OR being like, what was it? Some Doc posted something. Doc Wolverine posted something. Here it is. You put ribs in the oven at 200 degrees for 4 hours and they fall off the bone. Your body is a skeleton. Your body is meat on a skeleton at 98.6 degrees for 70 years and it just falls off. We're just bones. We're just meat on bones. You can also rub your knuckles on the collarbone. You can also do a trapezius pinch, or you can squeeze their like super orbital notch. I like to also, sometimes I'll take a pen and I'll push down on the base of the fingernail while pulling up. That hurts like hell, especially when I have patients who say that they can't feel their feet or their fingers. I'll be like, okay, let's find out. And you give them some painful stimuli on the foot and see if they can respond to it or not. Mr. Coles, hey! So let's now work into the appendicular skeleton. So the appendicular skeleton is going to be everything else. We'll start up at the top where we ended off, which is at the rib cage, and we'll talk about the scapula and the clavicle. The scapula is going to be that shoulder blade, that flat bone on your back that you feel. So if you reach back with your hand, you can feel your scapula. You guys can all feel your shoulder blades, right? That's a flat bone there that helps provide an anchor point and a connection point for your humerus, which is your arm. All right. Your clavicle then comes up off of one of your ribs here and connects through the clavicle to the back. Has anybody ever broken their collarbone before? So this is also known as your collarbone, by the way. And this is your shoulder blade, the scapula and the clavicle. Who's ever broken their clavicle before? Oh God, I can't, my clavicles are so sensitive. I can't, it's so weird. But if you reach up, you can feel your collarbones, right? You guys have probably all felt it. You can press on your collarbones there, right? They're right there on your chest. And then you can also feel the tip of the scapula. You can feel the scapula in your back as well. As we move down the appendicular skeleton, we get to one of everybody's favorite long bones, the humerus. I've seen humeral breaks, by the way. Never a good thing to see someone break their humerus. Sunboy Fox, hey, welcome in. I'm doing great. So the head of the humerus slides right in here and attaches to the scapula. I'm not going to talk about joints this stream. I thought about putting joints in here, but it would have added like an extra, it would have added basically another second lecture's worth of information to just talk about how joints work. So we're not going to talk about how joints work right now. Okay. But your humerus attaches to your shoulder, attaches to your shoulder blade, and then eventually meets at your elbow. Okay. So you have your humeral head, which attaches into the shoulder blade. All right. And then you have what we call the greater tubercle, which is that little part that sticks out. So you can feel this. If you feel your arm, you can feel that little greater tubercle that points out. You can palpate it. I'm pressing on mine right now. The other thing you can feel is you kind of go right up above your shoulder. So kind of on the posterior side, so on the back side of your shoulder, you can feel this acromion process as well, which is the kind of where the clavicle and everything attaches. You can feel the acromion process. You can also feel the greater tubercle. All right. As you move down the forearm or down the humerus, you run into the deltoid tuberosity, which is where one of the deltoid muscle attaches. So you can kind of feel that in there. But this is my favorite thing, the olecranon fossa. So the olecranon fossa, so do me a favor, guys. Take your arm and stick it straight out in front of you, palm up. So put your palm up in front of you, okay? Now flex your arm and bring your hand to your shoulder, okay? Feel at your elbow. You can feel on the humeral side of your elbow, you can feel that olecranon fossa. You should feel a little divot in there. That is your olecranon fossa. That is where your olecranon process slides into for you to be able to extend your arm. So if you slowly extend your arm forward, you will feel the olecranon process slide into the olecranon fossa. You can actually feel your bones moving when you do this. So your humerus attaches to your shoulder blade, gives you basically the biggest part of your arm, your upper arm, and eventually meets at your elbow, where it's going to run into your radius and your ulna, which are going to be your forearm bones. Were you guys able to feel your olecranon fossa? Let me know if you're done fingering your fossa. I'm still fingering mine. It just feels cool. I like feeling the little structures of my bones. We used to do this when I was in anatomy class. They would like make us feel our bones, right? This next one is the one that kind of creeped me out the most when we did it. So your radius and your ulna. Your radius and your ulna are the two bones that make up your forearm. Cerulean, I know. Why did I say that, Femboy? Because it's my stream and I can do what I want. Oh, hold on a second. Again, why did I put an E at the end of it? Oh my god, I screwed it up. I'll get to that second. We were vibing. Pop, thanks for the rated 2. Okay, I think the catchy part's over with. It's okay, it'll come back. Pop, what are we doing? What are we playing? What are you doing? You're playing Dyson Sphere, dude. We were just talking about Dyson Sphere program. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Did you enjoy it? I think I just got to the point now where I've unlocked, what did I just unlock? I just did my first coal plant and I added some extra materials to make those matrices, the blue matrices. So now I'm making I think I have a 3 stack of matrices builders. I'm getting there, we're getting there. You got to red science, I'm still on blue science. I'll get to red, I just started. So I've only maybe put about 3-4 hours into it. Okay, so your radius and your ulna. These are your forearm bones. Oh god, it got good again. The lecture must continue, despite the bops. Yainsy, what's up, Yainsy? So, if you take your hand, stick your arm out in front of you, palm up. Draven!
Hi, Cinder. Showing the skeletal system to a bunch of people, huh? You didn't bury these in your backyard, did you?
No! Who told you that? I didn't tell you that. I told you that. I told you that in secret! Don't be giving away my secrets! I gotta go. Okay, guys. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm canceling stream. I gotta go do some stuff in the backyard real quick. Hold on. Because somebody had to ruin it! Draven, thanks for the 50 bits. I appreciate it. Okay. So, I'm going to just start referring to this as anatomical position. So anatomical position is going to be with your palms, is technically with your arms at your side, with your palms out forward, facing forward, right? That is anatomical position. But for this instance, we're going to refer to anatomical position as your arm out in front of you with your palm up, okay? So palm up like this, okay? If you take your arm straight out in front of you, palm up, take your other hand, you can feel, especially up near your wrist, you can feel the 2 bones of your forearm, okay? If you're working on your right arm, which is what I'm doing, I'm using my right arm here, okay? The one that is on the side of your thumb, that's going to be your radius, okay? That's your radius. And then the one on the inner side, on the medial side is what we call it, that's going to be your ulna, okay? Now do me a favor. Take your left hand and wrap it around about about 2/3 of the way up your forearm. So closer to your wrist than your elbow, about 2/3 of the way up with your palm up and your hand wrapped around it, okay? Now go palm down and palm up, and you can feel the two bones as they twist around each other. So these bones attach in a way that allows them to twist around each other to give you that what we call pronation and supination, that rotation of your hand and palm up and down. Supinate to pronate. To supinate, to hold a cup of soup. Pronate. Supinate, pronate. That twisting motion is caused by those two bones rotating around each other. And you can feel that if you gently hold your wrist and you rotate your hand around, kind of like spin it around, you can feel those two bones rotating around each other. Isn't that pretty neat? Isn't that pretty neat?
Have I really been asking for hugs and harassing you with gift subs for 11 months?
Yeah, it's been 11 months, Stupor Fox. 11 freaking months, dude. Oh my god. Stupor Fox coming out to tier 1 sub for 11 months. We're almost at a year. You've been here pretty much since I started doing this crazy thing. Stupor Fox, you're covered under collie care from the fox tail to those cute little ears. I got you covered. Thanks for the 11 months of support, dude. Seriously, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is pretty neat. It's cool to feel those things moving around. Now, oh my god, Stupor!
Everybody do the flop. Everybody do the flop. Everybody do the flop.
Stupor Fox come. Oh god, wrong face. Stupor Fox coming with the tier 1, the 5 gifted tier 1 subs out to the community. Stupor, how many is that? How many is that? 20 freaking 2, dude. Mass the Cat, Mikey Bunny, Random Arctic, Part Snippuses, Raizu, thanks for the follow. Welcome to you guys are all covered under collie care thanks to Stupor Fox. From the Fox to the Beans, I got you covered. Also, is that a Tristan? Is that a Tristan I smell? Is that a Tristan? God, millions of years have not been kind to your body odor. Tristan, I love you. Hi, Tristan. Hi, Tristan. Tristan, hi. Guys, it's everybody's favorite dino. It's Tristan. If you guys don't watch Tristan, he's super chill. He's also funny as shit. Tristan's sense of humor makes me laugh. Oh my god, it's Skyfox. So remember when I made you guys feel and remember when I made you guys finger your Electronon fossa? Well, now we could talk about the Electronon process. And it's nice when the, two joints have similar names. So your fossa is going to be that little divot, and then your process is going to be the thing sticking out. That Electronon process you can feel as you extend your arm. You can feel it sliding into that fossa like we did earlier. And that's your forearm sliding into your humerus, allowing you to extend your arm. Femboy Fox, stop taking it seriously. Have fun. It's okay. You also have a bunch of like connective tissue in between these bones as well. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about joints, but your joint here that allows these bones to kind of rotate around each other is pretty cool how it works. It's pretty cool. All right, let's get down to the hand. The hand sucks.
Cinder is telling us to finger ourselves so. LLLLLL.
Cerulean, thanks for the 69 bits. Nice. Nice. Oh god, Chirping Cat with 1,000. Holy freaking crap, Chirping Cat.
What about the dodo da bobba bob goop 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 dodo da bobba bob goop goop goop?
Dude, Chirping Cat coming with 1,000 bits, making Tux dance and just sending me gibberish. At least it made me laugh. German Cat, thanks for the 1,000 bits, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Dude, screw the hand. I remember learning the hand in anatomy and physiology class, and I hated it. Look at this hot mess of evolution right here. Why finger myself when Cinder can do it for us? I'm not really good at it. So your carpals, which are your hand bones, are these tiny little shits right here. That took me forever to learn in anatomy and physiology class. You have 8 of these little tiny bones that are all just shoved together, connected by a bunch of, like muscles and tendons and whatnot. So you have, I'm not even gonna write them all out. You have your scaphoid bone right here. All right. You have your lunate bone here. This one's called the triquetrium. And then you have this little one here called the pisiform, okay? The trapezium, the trapezioid, the capitate, and the
I
habitate.
personally love the quaua or quao akelntelspa own process ball www inverted question mark inverted exclamation mark.
So really, thanks for the 69 bits. Nice. Oh, that was funny. So, the scaphoid, the lunate, the triquetrium, the pisiform, trapezium, trapezoid, capitate, hamate. You know how I remembered this? Some lovers try positions, scaphoid, lunate, triquetrium, pisiform, that they can't handle. Trapezium, trapezoid, capitate, hamate. That was the acronym or the mnemonic that they taught us in nursing school. Some lovers try positions that they can't handle. And this is if you take your hand, palm down, and you're talking about the bones from the left to the right, and then top, you go from bottom to the left, so left to right from bottom up. Some lovers try positions that they can't handle. Scaphoid, lunate, triquetrium, pisiform, trapezium, trapezoid, capitate, hamate. Screw these, dude. These little tiny bones. Yes, some that they can't handle. Or you can do that they can handle. But I was taught some lovers try positions that they can't handle. It's like we have a similar one. What is it? Cranial nerve mnemonic. There's one for the cranial nerve as well. It's like ooh 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 to touch and feel. Oh to touch and feel a girl's vagina, ah heaven. That's what it was. For the cranial nerves. I'm not even joking about this either. They taught us all these like silly mnemonics in nursing school. This is for cranial nerves of the brain or the face. Oh to touch and feel a girl's vagina, ah heaven. Olfactory, optic, ocular, motor, trochlear, trigeminal, abducens, facial, vestibular, cochlear, glossopharynx, vagus, accessory, hypoglossal. Ooh to touch and feel a girl's vagina, ah heaven. I'm not even joking. They taught us all this. And then the other thing they taught us in nursing school, another mnemonic that I remember, anticholinergics. So medications like Benadryl. If you've ever had Benadryl for, anticholinergics have a specific set of side effects. It's can't pee, what is it? No, can't see, can't spit, can't pee, can't shit. It dries your mouth. So you can't see because it gives you blurred vision. You can't spit because it gives you dry mouth. You can't pee because it causes urinary retention, and you can't shit because it causes constipation. Can't see, can't spit, can't pee, can't shit. So that's for anticholinergics. So those are all those nifty little mnemonics that I remember from nursing school. I think that one's my favorite because if you've ever taken Benadryl, you definitely know the effects of anticholinergics on your body. And if you've ever gone to bed and you wake up with blurred vision and dry mouth and urinary retention and constipation, you can just remember, can't see, can't spit, can't pee, can't shit. So if we move past the carpals, which are those shitty little bones, you have what we call the metacarpals, which are these fingers here, right? These are these kind of connecting bones from your palm up to your fingers, right? So these guys right here, these are called the metacarpals. Okay. And then you have the phalanxes, which are your actual fingers. You have proximal, distal, and middle, depending. Proximal being the closest, middle being in the middle, distal being the furthest. And that's what makes up the bones of your hand. Just remember, some lovers try positions that they can't handle. Scaphoid, lunate, triquetrium, pisiform, trapezium, trapezoid, capitate, hamate. Just wait till we get to the foot. I don't have any clever things for the foot. It's just a mess. Do we have to touch a vagina to be nurse? Because I don't want it. You're gonna have to. I've touched a lot of vaginas in my life, professionally. The feet are a mess. Take that down, guys. Take that down. The feet are a mess. Take that down. Take that down. Get that down. Make sure you put that, you highlight that. That's gonna be on the test. I'm gonna say the feet are blank, and the answers are gonna be a mess. They're nice. A fucking mess, which is the answer because they are a fucking mess. And stinky. I don't know. It's gonna be the raid message. Yes, our raid message are gonna be the feet are just a mess. They are though. Evolution took what used to be like one of those grabby feet. So if you think of like monkeys, they have like those feet that they can grab things on, and just kind of turned it into the best case scenario for us to be able to walk on them. And you can definitely tell when you look at it because it is just they just cram bones in there. Spec Fox, thanks for the follow. Rad J Boy, thanks for the follow. Go, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Flobby Flock. So your pelvis. So we're still on the appendicular skeleton. We've moved past the arms. We're going to start going down the legs now. Your pelvis has 3 separate parts to it. You have your pubis, your ischium, and your ilium. If you feel your hip bone, so if you feel, so find your hips, right? So, you know, like kind of on the sides there, those crests, this part right here. This is what we call the iliac crest. That's the top part of your hip. You can definitely feel that. I'm touching my iliac crest right now. What are you doing? Are you gently touching your iliac crest? Yeah, I'm doing it too. You have this little socket in your hip known as the acetabulum, which is where the femur, the head of the femur slips into. I was denied my idea for our nursing school t-shirts. So we had nursing school t-shirts, and my saying was nursing school will kick your acetabulum. And I thought I was pretty damn funny. Apparently none of my colleagues thought it was funny because we ended up going with a Starbucks one that says, what is it, a tensor fasciata or something like that. I thought nursing school will kick your acetabulum. It was pretty good. I still think it's good. Years later, I still think it's good. Cinder's getting weird again, implying that I was ever not weird. Yeah, I was rejected. It's what happens when you go to school with a bunch of basic white girls. And they're like, haha, Starbucks, yeah, funny, haha. And I'm sitting here, we're like, I have comedy gold. And you're denying me an opportunity to publish it on a t-shirt because you want a Starbucks meme? Anyways, that's your pelvis. You have this little connection here, which is a fibrous tissue, which allows the pelvis to move. Chirping cat, unfreaking believable, dude. Acetabulum,
cock 6666666 cock.
He just said cock. He said it so like it was like cock 66666 cock. Oh god, Chirpy can't come up with the 500 bits. Disappointing JD with that 500,000 milligrams of morphine. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. That's so much morphine. So much. Sturber Fox gifted out a tier 1 sub to Saba Bunny. Saba Bunny, you're coming on a collie care from the Thoughts of the Beans. I got you covered. Draven, do I have merch? No. I think we've talked about merch like a dozen times now. I will never have merchandise for my stream. It will never be Cinder merchandise. And it's just not happening. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. You can keep dreaming, but it's not going to happen. I don't do this to make money. I don't do this to sell merchandise. I do this as a hobby to occupy my days. And to start making money off of it in that way would be disingenuous to my original intention of streaming. I will never do this full time. I have no desires to ever sell merchandise. I just like doing this because it's fun and because I like teaching, and I know you guys like learning. And why do I have a t-shirt with your picture? You don't. And if you do, it's fake. The way your eyes changed, it was so amazing. No Cinder Collie bandana. I actually, so interesting thing you say that. The pattern that's on my bandana is discontinued. So I actually have some of the fabric left, but as far as I know, you cannot get this fabric anymore. It was at like I think it was at Joann's, but they've since discontinued it. I've had it since, I think I got it in 2017, and had a bunch of it left over just in case. So I don't think you can actually get this fabric anymore.
Who's a good boy teaching us about bones with his hobby? Who's a good boy? Is it you? Lol JK psych, it's Tuxim giving him a bone instead.
Fuck you! How dare you play with my feelings like that? What the hell? I thought I was a good boy. You were gonna call me a good boy. You called Tyson a good boy. I thought it was gonna be me. Yeah. Feel bad now, don't you? Kachibar, thanks for the 100 bits, and thanks for, I guess, calling Tux a good boy. You did the boy dirty.
You are a good boy, Cinder, a very good boy.
Oh, thanks, Cerulean. I appreciate it. That's really, thanks, Draven. I appreciate it. Draven, thank you, thank you. Thank you. At least somebody sees through the facade. Okay, so that's pretty much all I got to talk about the hip. Let's talk about the star of the skeletal system. The biggest, strongest,
Toughest
bone in your body, your femur. The femur is the only bone found in the human thigh. It is the longest bone. It is the biggest bone. It is the strongest bone in your body. It is what attaches your legs to your hips. And it attaches and basically makes up half of your knee. It's what allows us to walk upright and move the way we move. Your femoral head here slides into the acetabulum. So yes, you do slide the head into the acetabulum very gently. And it's connected in there by ball and it's like a ball and socket joint. Once again, I'm not going to talk about joints this stream because I could probably make a whole stream out of that. But it slides in there. I've seen people come in with femoral head fractures, which are really bad. And if you've ever seen anybody with an artificial hip, this shows up very, very distinctly as a fake hip on an X-ray. It lights it up. Oh, sorry, I was yawning. All the way down at the other end, at the other epiphysis, you have what we call the patellar trochlea, or trochlea, which is this little slot in here, and then you have your patella, which is your kneecap. So you can feel your patella, and if you extend your knee, if you extend your leg out, you can kind of feel that little notch in there where the patella slides into when you extend your knee. Okay. Are you okay with wolves? I would hope so. I'm dating one. Jazz Mouse, I know. That's the idea. That's the joke. That's the idea. I don't really have much to say about the femur. It's a big ass bone. Supports your legs. You don't want to break this thing. This little shit right here, though, the tibia, the bane of my existence. Who's ever hit their shin on something? Who's ever bumped their shin on the table, the coffee table, or like a handle, or I don't know, something stupid? That shit hurts, dude. It hurts so bad. I hate hitting my shin. So if you want to, go ahead and reach down to your leg and feel your tibia. Your tibia is your shin bone. That is that bone that loves to find the corners of coffee tables and pretty much anything sticking out at shin height, and hurts like hell when you hit it. Next to that, on the lateral side, on the outer side of your leg, you have the fibula, which is a little tiny connective bone in there as well. If you look kind of at the structure of the tibia and the fibula and the ulnar and the radius and the ulna, oh, very similar, right? Same with the structure of the arm and the leg in general. The arm, you have a giant bone that connects the trunk to the distal part of the arm, and then you have two bones that work in tandem to give you movement. Okay. Same with down on the lower half. You have a giant bone that connects the limb to the trunk, which also connects the further end of the bone, which is comprised, or the further end of the limb, which is comprised of two separate bones that help with movement. By the way, when we do intraosseous IVs or intraosseous lines, which are IOs, we drill right about here. So when we have to, if we can't get an IV on you and we need access, we can actually drill into the bone marrow and start giving medications through the bone marrow, and it'll make it into your bloodstream. We drill, we find the tibial tuberosity, which is that point that's sticking out, and we go medial, so inwards. There's a little plateau in there called the tibial plateau. Gives you a nice flat surface to drill into. What diameter drill head? Oh, I don't know. Here, let me see. You guys are gonna hate this. You guys are gonna hate this. I know you are. Here's your easy IO. Oh god, that's too big. So this is your drill bit here. It has a magnetic clip that attaches to this drill. We then place it on the tibial plateau, and we drill into your leg. And what happens is you'll feel as the drill's going through. So actually what you do is you take the needle, you poke it into the skin until you go all the way down till you hit the bone. You don't start drilling. You don't want to drill through soft tissue. So you don't drill until you actually hit the bone. Okay. So you hit the bone, and then you pull the trigger and you start drilling, and you'll feel it as it starts to drill through that compact bone, and it kind of like pops in. When you feel it, you'll feel the change in how it feels, and you feel the difference between getting through the compact bone and down into the spongy bone when you do this. And then you take out your drill, you take out your drill bit, and you attach your tubing to it, and you can give medications through that. Little off topic, but here you go. That's what it's going to look like. So after you've drilled into the bone, that catheter sits there in the bone marrow, and you can give medications through it into the bone marrow, which will deliver it into the venous blood circulation, which will get it to the heart. If you only do this in times when you really can't get anything intravenous wise and it's an emergency. Has the drill bit ever gotten stuck? No. So what happens is you unscrew it and it slides out. So it sits, there's a catheter that sits around the drill bit. So the drill bit slides out. It's never gotten stuck. How many straps do you have to put down on people? Apparently it doesn't hurt as bad as people think it does. And most of the time, if you're requiring an IO, you're well past the point of caring because you're probably unconscious or half dead. Is this very common or rare? I'd say it's uncommon. It depends. Sometimes we do them all the time. Sometimes you can go weeks or months without doing it. We have to drill brakes and get stuck in your bone. Then you probably have a good lawsuit against the company who made these. Do people do this recreationally? I hope not. How many of these have you seen? A lot. I've seen a lot. I've done a few. We do them for children. Sometimes if we really are struggling to get IV access on a really, really sick child, we can drill them. We'll do it in the arm. You can also do this up in the arm as well. Anyways, wanted to talk about that while we were talking about the tibia, because that's usually the place that we do it the most often because it's the easiest accessible one. You guys ready for this hot mess? Stuberfox skipped it out on tier 1 sub to Timotube. Timotube, you're covered under collar care thanks to Stuberfox from the Floss to the Beans. I got you covered. Stuberfox, thank you, thank you, thank you for the continued support as always. Thank you. This is just a hot mess. Oh, also, here on, before we move on, let's go back down here. These things right here, the malleoluses, malleolus. Dude, Cyan Snow Mew coming with the tier 1 sub for 1 freaking month. Guys, it's a new one. Rolling to collar care. You know what that means. Spam the flops. Spam the freaking flops. Cyan Snow Mew, you're covered under collar care from the Floss to the Beans. I got you covered. Thanks for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate it. So your medial malleolus here, this is that little notch on your leg that you feel. So I just pushed my chair back so I can feel this. So you know that bump down at the end of your foot on your ankle, that what you call like your ankle bone, right? That's what we call the medial malleolus. It's actually part of your tibia sticking out. On the outside, what we call the lateral side, you have the lateral malleolus, which is part of your fibula, which is also sticking out. The hurdy knob, yes, the one that you also bang on things and it hurts like hell when you do it. Had to sub because I've been in love with that clip where you get called a good boy and go full serious on people meaning it. Yeah. I don't know. It's almost like someone just did that. Playing with my heartstrings, plucking them like that. Anyways. Look at this mess. Look how horrible this is. Forgot what do we call these? These were the tarsals, right? Foot bones. So your calcaneus bone is going to be your heel bone. That's the bone all the way at the back. That one that you, if you're being mean and you hit someone with your heel, that's going to be your calcaneus bone. That's kind of the one that makes up the base of it. Your talus bone is the one that actually attaches to your tibia. So this would be where your medial malleolus is. Okay, it would slide right in there. And that's the whole reason why you have that medial malleolus. Let me just do this. Am I a doctor? No, I'm an ER nurse. So you can kind of see how these work together, right? So you have this little overhang here, right? And you have this kind of this little socket in here. That's right where your talus sits. Okay, you see this kind of ledge here? Your tibia fits in like right over top of that, right like that. And then this thing that sticks out, that's that medial malleolus. Okay. Continuing through your foot, you have your navicular bone, which sits right in front of the talus, and your cuboid bone, which sits in front of your calcaneus bone. And then you have 3 cuneiform bones. You have your medial, your middle, and your disc, or your lateral cuneiform bones. Those are the bones that make up your feet. And then you have more, I believe these were, what were these? Phalanges? Phalanxes? Yeah, phalanxes. And then you have the phalanxes just like you do your fingers, except they make up your toes. But this right here, I mean, just look at the structure of this. Look how much weight we put on these bones that are hung up by a bunch of tendons and muscles and whatnot. Like, why do you think your feet hurt so damn much? These used to be made for grabbing onto things, right? Back long before evolution dictated our course. We were like our ancestors before us with hands that we could use to grab onto trees, right? And grip onto things. And we made the best with what we had to eventually flatten that out to a point that we could walk upright and be stable. And what's left behind is an engineering nightmare. Oh, evolution did the best with what it had. It crammed a bunch of bones together to try to make a foot. Commodore, you can ask, but I don't know if I'm going to know the answer to it. And now we out endurance run everything on the planet. It is true, humans are a little bit overpowered. Our ability to sweat, I don't think people realize how pivotal sweating is for human evolution. Our body's ability to actually sweat and regulate our temperature that way is why we rose through the food chain. Because while we're not the fastest prey or the fastest predators in the world, we can outrun any predator. You might not catch up. You might not catch up to that deer in a dead sprint, but I guarantee you'll be able to run it down if you just keep on tracking. Early humans literally hunted animals to exhaustion. So eventually the animal was so tired and so exhausted that all the humans had to do was walk up and stab them. So we might not be able to catch up with you, but I guarantee you it will outlast you. It's like that movie, It Follows, right? No matter how far you go, no matter how far you travel, it'll always keep following you. It'll just walk straight towards you. And you can keep running, but eventually you're going to get tired and complacent. And next thing you know, the ST demon comes up and kills you. The OG Terminators. Yeah, humans, the two evolutionary things that got humans to where we are: sweating and opposable thumbs. The opposable thumb allowed us to grab things and utilize small movements and tools to better improve our, our hunting strategies, which led us to more food. More food equals more energy for your brain. More energy for your brain equals a bigger brain, which means we can have higher thought processes, language, understanding, critical thinking, envisioning futures and planning. So humans really are the horribly slow murderer with extremely inefficient weapon. More like the horribly slow murder with very efficient weapons, because we are able to develop them with our opposable thumbs. Look at that thumb go. Look at that thumb! He's just thumbing! Dexterity and uppy walkie helped. It did. Gazelle, exhausted from hours of running, looks back and is like, they're still coming! They're still coming! And then you're just dead. Anyways, that's about all I got to talk about for bones. What's your guys' favorite bone? I'm not going to do a recap of all these because I don't want to talk about all of them again. So, if you weren't here for the lecture, I'm sorry. But I'm not going to talk about all of them again. What if toenails growed backwards? That'd be absolutely horrible. What about the holes we are using full brain for? First of all, Wolfjack, we are definitely using Like the whole idea that, oh, we only use 10% of your brain. It's wrong. It's so wrong. It's so wrong. It's not at all correct. You're using all of your brain all the time. Why would evolution give us a brain that only works at 10% capacity? That seems really inefficient. Nature and evolution do not like things that are inefficient. They prioritize efficiency over anything else. So it makes no sense that they would give us a brain that only works 10%. It's full on myth. If your brain's at 10%, you're probably dead or comatose. It's not real. Using 100% of your brain means you're experiencing epileptic seizure. You know that'd be if 100% of your brain was firing at the same time all the time. The funny bone isn't a bone, it's a nerve. What do hormones do to your bone? It's a good question. We'll talk about hormones when I talk about endocrine.
Thanks for the bone lecture.
You're welcome. Turbo Lad's coming with the 80 of that. Well, how much was it? 88 bits, 81 bits. Thanks for making Tux dance. You're welcome. I hope you enjoyed the bone lecture. I hope you enjoyed the lecture on bones. You're now entering the bone zone. Actually, now we're leaving the bone zone. Hi, Aiden. Hey.
Now go bury the skeleton back in the backyard.
Okay. Oh, wait, wrong face. Okay. Give me a second. Hold on. I'm going to go bury the skeleton. I'm going to throw it in the closet with all the others. Dude, Kai, what's up? You missed the lecture. You missed the entire lecture on bones. We were talking about bones. Draven, thanks for the 50 bits. I appreciate it. I don't want to leave the bone zone. Well, too bad. We're leaving the bone zone. And now we're going to enter the vibe zone. Hold on a second.
Doggo be vibing.
Dude, Carney, hold on. I'll get to that in a second. Dude, Cardis coming with the tier. The Twitch Prime sub for 7 freaking months. Cardis, you're covered under collar care. From your wrench to all those bolts, I got you covered. Silly Lombax. What's that thing next to Spyro and Dancy Dog? That is the marker from Dead Space.
Wish me luck on the new apartment.
Dude, Broster, good luck. I hope everything works out for you. I hope the move goes well. I really do. Best of luck to you, Broster. Thanks for the 100 bits. Now stop giving me bits and focus on moving. Who asked that? Jazzmouse, that's the marker from Dead Space. Little Cinder over there is dancing at the exact frequency that the marker sends out its necromorphic messages, thus blocking those messages from actually entering into into space and turning me into a necromorph. So little me there is actually protecting everybody by dancing continuously for the rest of his life.
My contribution to the vibe zone. PRRRRRRRRRRRRB.
Chirpy Cat, thanks for the 1,000 bits, dude. Jesus, thank you for the what is it? Here comes another Chinese earthquake. The old Moonbase Alpha video. I love that video. Oh God, hold on. Jacob, I see your wine. Hold on. I'm worried about developing autoimmune issues like tetanus, polio, and rabies spook me, so I'm fine with tried and true vaccine conditions. He died due to complication of autoimmune issues, concerned about edging RNA hackery. You'll be fine. You should be fine. But I don't know, talk to your doctor if you're concerned. I'm not going to give you specific medical information like that over the internet. Why is one of your sheep in a jar? It's a hyper sheep. I caught a hyper sheep. Do you know how hard it is to catch one of those hyper sheep? They're so quick. Okay, hold on. JT, I got you. I know you got food. Give me that food. Come on. You got coffee? You got coffee? Do you have coffee in there? Can I get that coffee? No cream. No sugar. No sugar. No cream. Just black. Please. Coffee, please. Zavushimo, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Interesting nursing story. Oh, I actually got a good one. I had a lady recently. She had just gotten a new purse for a concealed carry, so she was concealing her firearm in her purse, and she was messing with the firearm on one end of the purse while trying to dig into the other end and discharged the weapon and actually shot through her pinky. So it was 9mm, discharged the weapon through the purse, struck her in the pinky, and actually like completely destroyed one of her metatarsals in her pinky. And she had a nice GSW, a nice gunshot wound going through the pinky. It was pretty gross. It took like 30 stitches to close it up. She's probably gonna have to go to surgery for it because it destroyed the bone. 9mm, just walk it off. Yeah, you can't really walk off destroying your pinky with a 9mm handgun. It's called a safety. I don't know. Look, I don't know. So I gave her the benefit of the doubt because she felt really bad about it, and she hated. She was really mad at herself for it because this is not her first time handling firearms, and she's very comfortable with them, and it was just a mistake, right? And she was honest. She told us. She's like, look, I screwed up. Right? I shot myself. I didn't mean to. Like, it was an accident. I screwed up. It's not like the other people who come in and lie to us and they're like, yeah, I was cleaning my handgun and it went off. I'm like, yeah. With a live round in the chamber? Sure. Oh, you're cleaning your 1911 and you let the hammer fall, or you let the slide fall and the hammer fell with it and it shot through your thigh? Uh-huh. Yeah. Do you normally clean your gun with a live round in the chamber? And I know those 1911s have like 5 safeties on them. There's no way that it would go off inadvertently. Oh, and also, releasing the slide does not cause the hammer to fall on modern firearms. So you're full of shit. Yeah, the guy was high on cocaine and shot himself by accident. Try to pretend like I don't know how a firearm works. Yeah, try that again. I'm not stupid. I know how they work. Look, I was cooking naked and things happened. Yeah, I was cooking naked and I sat on the counter and the cucumber went up my butt. Okay. Don't lie to me. We know what you did. I know what you were doing. Most guns won't even let you remove the slide if there is a magazine or a live round in the gun. Well, I know at least mine, like the slide, you can't even release. So with my handgun, you can't even release the slide. If you have, if I have an empty magazine in my gun, I cannot release my slide. I have to drop the magazine to release the slide, right? So the only way for me to actually physically release the slide on my handgun is to remove the magazine from it. So at no point will I ever have a magazine in my gun while I am cleaning it. I'm not stupid enough to ever clean my handgun with a live round in the chamber. I also just don't keep live rounds in my handgun. What model? I have a Walther PPK. I have it in silver. I have a picture of it. Hold on.
Woohoo!
I have two firearms rather. I have a long gun and I have a handgun.
Don't mind me, just I kiki and other stuff.
Cyber Panda. Thanks for the 300 bits. I appreciate it. Here, hold on. Let me send this picture to myself. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Name's Kali. Cinder Kali. Or it could be... It's also Archer's gun as well, and it's also just an amazing looking firearm. Which I know Archer got it from James Bond, who originally was the one who made it a popular firearm. It's an older design. It's not the most practical firearm in the world, but I like the way it looks more so than the way it doesn't have to work perfectly. It's just got to shoot bullets if I need it to. Here you go. That was the day I bought it. That thing was still brand new. I wish it was still that clean. I need to get better grips. I don't like these plastic grips. I don't like the way they dig into my hand. I need to get I want to get like rubber grips. I want to get better grips for it at some point. But that's my handgun. Walther PPK chambered in 380 ACP. Never keep a loaded firearm inside anything where those loose items are too at first. Yeah, well, first of all, I just don't, once again, I don't ever keep my firearms loaded. I keep a loaded magazine ready, you know, next to it, but I never actually physically keep a firearm loaded because that's just stupid. So like in my gun bag, I have my pistol in one end, and then in a separate pouch, I have a full loaded magazine ready to go in case I need it, which I hope I don't ever need it. And then I also have a Ruger Mini 14 in a full wooden it's a full wood stock. I don't like generic black AR bases. I wanted a wood gun, and the Mini 14 just has such a unique look to it that I couldn't get over. Me and Tux Tux and I haven't been to the shooting range in a while. We probably mainly because of COVID. I think the last time we went would have been January, so but it's been about a year since I've actually shot a gun. Can't find ammo. That's another thing, is I don't want to go anywhere because ammo is so hard to find right now. Especially, that was my one mistake. The one thing I regret about my firearm is 380 ACP is so damn expensive. It is cheaper for me to fire my rifle than it is for me to fire my handgun, because 223 is cheaper per round than 380 ACP. It sucks. But it's a fun little handgun. I enjoy it. You either love it or you hate it, and most people hate my handgun, but I love it. Anyways, let's play some. You guys want to play Quern? You guys ready to play more Quern? We made some good progress. I have a 300 Winchester mag or Win mag. Dude, you know what I want? What I want to do at some point in the future, and I found one, but I didn't pull the trigger on it. I want a lever action rifle chambered in 357 Magnum. I don't want 30-30 Winchester. I want 357 Magnum, so I can fire Magnum bullets out of a lever action rifle. And I don't want one of those ones that are front loaded. I want that side load, right? I want to be able to load that thing in the side and then give it that good old lever action and shoot Magnum bullets out of it. Oh, it'd be so cool. It'd be so fun. A 44 lever action. The only lever action I've ever fired was a 22. And it was fun, but I want to fire a bigger bullet out of it. And then I want to get a revolver that's also in 357 Magnum, so you can do the Old West, carry two guns that fire the same bullets, save money. And then eventually I want to get a shotgun, but I don't know what I'm going to get first. I'm not really in the mood to buy. I don't really need any more handguns. I mean, if anything, or any more firearms. If anything, I need to downsize a little bit. 30-30 are nice to shoot, but they're expensive, aren't they? Bansalot, take care. Thanks for stopping by. Guys, look at that Hyper Sheep go. Look at him. You know how hard it is? So hard to catch that guy. He's just chilling in there. Look at him. You do a lot of reloading? See, I don't reload. I'm so terrified of getting like a squib round that I don't reload. I also don't have any of the tools required to do it or the patience to do it. I'd rather just buy new ammo. What percent of ER patients are shot victims? Very rare. At least in our area, we don't get a lot. Chilling. Yes, that's how he chills. Is he just spazzes out. Shugaka, can you change the game to Quern, please? Or Snugs? The hyperscape is gonna escape the jar. He won't. I got that thing sealed tight.
Woohoo!
Shazbot! You eating a bunch of cookies during class and video posting? Hey, how'd they turn out? Deadly Gamer, how'd they turn out? Please see this and don't shoot me for it. I've just been eating a bunch of Cinder cookies during class made from the video you posted. Were you actually eating my cookies? How'd they turn out? Thank you, Shugaka, for changing the game. Thank you. Appreciate it. What's your dream gun? If money were no object, the P90. The problem is, it's just so damn expensive to shoot it. Because FN's like, we're just gonna make our own caliber bullets. But the top load and the way that, I just love the design of it. I like the way it feels. I have an airsoft gun of it. And just the way it feels, I like it. So that would probably be my dream gun, would be a P90. But I'm never gonna get it because it's just not, it's not worth the money. I can get, you know, a handful of other firearms for cheaper. Okay, so the cave is open and that one is open. Which one was that? So if you remember, we just finished with that stupid cave puzzle. Okay, so that door's not open yet. That's open though. And that's in the alchemy room. Okay, so I know where we're going. My dream gun would be Star Trek phaser. I also like I like what are the ones that the British standard issue, the bullpup, what is it, LED5s? I think I like those ones as well. I think that'd be a really cool gun to have. Okay, so I need to use drugs for this. I definitely need to take drugs for that. Rocket Mayonnaise, thanks for the 6 bits. Lapua 338. It's a really neat rifle. The FAMAS. Huh. They're spooky. They can't. So guns can be guns are terrifying, and you should be terrified of them. 100% you should be terrified of firearms. That's why it's important to understand how to use them safely and how to be you know, there's a way to use them where they become less scary, but you should always respect their power. But safety is number one, right? No, you gotta always know the safety rules, right? Never put your finger on the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Know what you're shooting at. Know what's behind you. Always aim it downrange. Never point it at anything that you're not willing to destroy. Even in a joking manner. Also, the gun is always loaded. I don't care how many times you just cleared that gun and dropped the magazine and looked it over. The gun is always loaded. Even if I watched you do it and you hand it to me, guess what? I'm gonna check it and clear it myself. And then even when I'm done checking and clearing it, guess what? The gun is still loaded. It's always loaded. I don't really know what we gotta do here. Plus, plus, minus, minus. The ancient gateways are links between the worlds of the world. Is there gonna be a puzzle? Do I have to read this? Hmm. Oh, wait, it went up. Oh, okay, I see. I have to get it on the line. Okay. I used to be a competition shooter. I've done some shooting before. Someone looked down the barrel and I was... Yeah, no, you just... It's stupid. You play stupid games, you're gonna win stupid prizes. Papolask, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Balefin, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Floppy Flock. Boom Potato, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Okay. No. Okay. So I have 5 attempts to do this, so I got to figure this out. I think I'm just going to try to brute force it. Oh, that was so close. It's like using a rotary phone. Oh, too far. That's right, I can just do this. Oh, that did nothing. Diagram on the board tells you the general direction. Yes, so these both go positive, those both go negative. I need to line it up in a way that's gonna work, and I know how to get to the other side of that, unless I need to do this, because otherwise I could try to do the drugs to get over there. Ah! Alright, let me see. How far do these go? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. About 5 little notches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 5. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 back. Is this going to be 5 back? It is. So 5, 7, 5, 7. I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need to get to 11. 5, 5, 5. That's 15. Minus 7 plus 5? Nope, I can't do that. Melina, take care. Let's try this. 7, 2, 9, 4, 11. Oh! It worked! We did it! Jesus. Poggers!
This is the exact place where I achieved the breakthrough. After hundreds of failed attempts, I finally managed to create a much more efficient energy source, capable of providing a relatively large amount of power constantly. This white luminous mineral is the compressed and purified version of the natural, locally common, reddish-orange colored energy crystal. To be able to cast specific machine parts,
You missed a wine redeem?
I
Oh,
developed a
Draven.
procedure to liquefy this
hold on.
new crystalline material. I thought that a discovery of this magnitude could change the subject of my whole research, even the meaning of my presence here.
So he turned
was
it into
right.
like a... Into like something... He compressed it? Oh, hey. Alright, Draven. Come on. Draven! Draven Drago, give me that coffee! Give me that coffee! Give me that coffee, bitch! Give it to me! I want it! Please, can I just have a little lick? Just a lick. Please, can I just have a lick? Just a lick. Give it to me! I said give it to me, so help me God if you don't give it to me, Draven. Dude, what in the hell? Do I have to make one of these things? Or what is this thing? When did I pick up that gear? You'll like my fursuit self-portrait I'm doing tomorrow? Okay. I was letting it perk. Next time, be patient. I want my coffee now. Something locked on this? Alright, so the white crystal is better. What in the hell goes in there? Any hidden messages around here? Jaegerdosh, hey, welcome in. Ah, okay. We will come back to that. Because another one opened up over on the Alchemy Island. Sparkles the Husky, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Fobby Flock. Alchemy Island, this way. How do you make your coffee? Milk first? Hot water first? I just make it black. I don't put anything in it. I just drink it as is. As nature intended. Delicious and bitter. Oh, white crystal stuff. Dude, Wolf's Angel
Pride Wing
Slade!
Cinder 7 flop Pride Wing stream baby.
Dude, Wolf's Angel Slade coming out with the tier 1 sub for 9 freaking months! Guess what? That's your stream, baby. I don't want it! I am not the father. Maury said it. Maury said, after you took a lie detector test, we determined that you are not the father, and I'm not the father. That's your child, not mine. You're not gonna get any money out of me. Dude, Wolf's Angel Slade, thank you for the 9 months of support. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shugaka, why are you saying heresy? I like my coffee black. I can't tell. I'm not gonna tell you how you like your coffee, but I like my coffee black. I don't know what you want me. I don't know what you want me to do about it. It's just how I like my coffee. Are you freaking kidding me? It just spilled it all over. Gotta bake the cake. Yeah, okay. I know. I gotta. Hey, I know where to go. Bum, 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 bum. That's what that pizza oven was for. Exactly. Oh my god, I didn't pick it up. Shigaka hates coffee. Yes, take that down, Cyber Panda. Write that down. Can I get some Cinder G's in the chat with Shugaka doesn't like coffee? Write that down. What's my favorite type of pizza? I like... So my favorite pizza... So I used to deliver pizzas, and I used to work at a local pizza chain. I enjoyed... My favorite pizza to make was double cheese, pepperoni, and jalapenos. Just from a general standpoint, though, I like a good cheese pizza. I like pepperoni. I love pineapple and bacon. Pineapple and bacon pizza, especially if they do like the barbecue style with like a little bit of barbecue sauce on it. Delicious. I love it. I don't really care what you guys think, because all you guys are gonna be like, ew, pineapple on pizza, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? It's delicious. Pizza is pizza. Math is math. Do you like corn on your pizza? I can't say I've ever put corn on my pizza. All right, cake's done. It's a fruit. It's actually a melon, and it's delicious. It is a delicious, delicious. But you know what? I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you can't, you know, that about pineapple on pizza, because as far as I'm concerned, how the... As far as I'm concerned, if you guys don't want to eat it, it means more pizza for me. So you know. You do you. Excuse me? The other side? Is there another side? Oh, there is another side. You're right. Okay. Riff Lion with the 100.
I have to go now, but thank you for the lessons. I really appreciated when you said I sodna kekt koal confirmants will see you next stream, heart.
Yeah, you enjoy what I said. Riff Lion, thanks for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. Okay, I see how it is.
My dad is the lead trauma surgeon at our hospital, so I know how hard you guys work. Much love.
Dude, Fushi coming in with the 100 bits. I appreciate it. Tell your dad he's doing a good job. Trauma surgeons, they work, you guys. They work those people hard. I like our trauma surgeons. We have some good ones. Watch this, I got it. Yep, we got it.
Everybody do the flop. Everybody do the flop. Everybody do the flop.
Dude, that Finish Boy gifted out 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Holy freaking crap, that Finish Boy. Thank you. It's so kind. Will that let me in over there now? Lens Tap, Tommy the Fox, Rumble Drake, Masher Kitty, A tyrannical wolf, you guys are all covered under collar care. From the flops to the beans, I got you covered. Hey. Oh, there is another side, though.
You've managed to get into the mechanics. Clearly, you've completed all of my previous challenges. This could mean that you are a genius, fulfilling all of my expectations, and you are truly worthy of all the further knowledge I'm about to offer you. Or you could just as well be a fool, considering the fact that
wow, call me a fool.
One way or the other. I'm
Dude,
sure
that
your
finished boy
presence
coming with the tier 1 sub for 1 freaking months. Guys, it's a new
Your
enrollee to collie
participation
care.
in this matter
Spam the flops.
is absolutely essential. If she were to appear to you, she would try to poison your mind with her misleading lies. You must ignore her, just as I once did.
That finished boy, you're covered under collie care. From the flops to the beans, I got you covered. The number 5 and number 3, from number 5, number 3 is reachable with a knight's move. The sum of numbers in the third row is 7. Number 4 stands alone in the column on the far left. If none of the rows can stand a number that's in none of the rows can stand a number that's greater than the number in the row below it. If you add up all the numbers in the fourth column, the result is 3. Number 5 is the only one standing alone in both its row and column. Oh, for the love of God. I got something too. Thought I did. Did I not? Did I not pick this up? I guess I can't pick it up. Jody Locks, thanks for the follow. Harkos, thanks for the follow. Chirpy Cat with the 101.
Work calls. Enjoy the puzzles.
Chirpy
Hopefully
Cat.
they're nicer today.
Chirpy Cat, thank you for the bits. Take care. Enjoy work. I hope it goes well. Okay, let's start with this. Number 4 stands alone in the column on the far left. So we know that's where it goes in one of those 4 slots. And none of the rows can stand a number that's greater than the numbers in the row below it. So 4 has got to be down here then. Oh no, because there's a 5, so 4 can be there. If you add up all the numbers in the 4th column, the result is 3. So 2 and 1 need to be here. Number 5. From number 5, number 3 is reachable with a knight's move. Knight's move is the L shape, right? It's like 1, 2, 3 over. Right? A single 3 also adds up to 3. You are correct. Number 5 is the only one standing low in both its row and column. So it's got to be down there then. That's got to be number 5. Which means that number 3's got to go there because it's the only knight's move. You could go there, but 4... You can't have 4 and 3 because that would equal 7. And you can't have that higher. So that 3's got to be there. If you add up all the numbers in the 4th column, it's 3. It's got to be there. But you can't do that because that equals 5. You can't do it over there because I think that 4 is on its own. It's on its column on the far left, so I can't do that. The sum of the numbers in the third row is 7. Third row equals 7. Why do seizures look like a person's like getting ill to the brain? Because all the neurons are firing at once. There's no coordination. Okay, number 5, number 3 is reach one. The sum of the numbers in the third row is 7. 1, 2, 3. 4 and 3 is 7. The number 4 stands alone on the column on the left. Done. What if we did like this? Hey, we got it! I feel like this gear's got to go somewhere. All right, let's go to the other side. I like the squeakiness of the wood. I think all we were doing is connecting the gear. This game is like Myst. That's what everybody keeps saying. Everybody keeps saying this game is like Myst. I've never played Myst. Oh my god. I'm not gonna. Okay, guys. You guys go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna read off the numbers to you, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready? Keep it in chat. Okay, here we go. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 5, 2, 1, 4, 1, 2, 4. Don't cheat the system. All I'm doing is preventing myself from having to get a piece of paper to do this myself. Oh my god. Alright, we'll reset that in a sec. Hold on. We're gonna start over. I'm gonna let that finish. Okay, guys, ready? Ready? 4, 2, 4, 4, 3, 5, 3, 2, 4, 5, 2, 1, 2, 2. Thank you, guys. Anything else in here? No. Come on, there's no way I would have figured. I would have had to write that down. I'm not about to write that down. That's a lot of extra work. This way. I should be able to pull that lever up here now. Dun, 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 dun. That's what I'm thinking. The lever up here should activate now that the gears are in place. Taroba, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Fobby Flock. Back to the crystal charging station? Why? Oh, look, those numbers. What in the hell is this thing? Subaru, thanks for the follow. Oh, I need that key. Will this door close if I take these away? Will that close? Son of a biscuit. Okay, but there are symbols on these. Hmm. We can check. Yes, we can check with the. We can check the ciphers with the press. I know how to do that. I just don't know what do we do with that though. Like, I understand we can do that, but that information, how does it help us in this situation? You know what I mean? Like, okay, cool, it can match this, but how? And we can correspond with these. So that's over there. Which means that one's there. What was the blue glow? It's from the blue crystal. It lets me see hidden messages. And now we got this fancy looking key too. I can't interact with this. We still need the power? Yeah, so I can't remove... Well, I wonder if I leave that in there, can I move them now? If I leave that lantern in there, will it keep it open? It will not. What's the opposite of chills? So like feeling really warm all of a sudden? Flush? Be like a flush feeling. Feel like warm and flush. That shaking you get when you have a fever, by the way, it's called rigor. To be rigorous. Do they want me to put these in the correct order, maybe? So that one's gonna go first. From that one would be farthest right. Okay.
Continuing from last month about Cinder's schlong.
Oh
and
my
how
God.
it is very long. He uses it to sound a gong. And make a loud noise, it's that strong. Thicker than all of King Kong. He says during nights of mahjong.
Rye Husky coming with the tier 1 sub for 8 freaking months in that poem about my dong. Rye, thank you. I appreciate the dong poem. Rye Husky, you're covered under collar care from the flops to the beans. I got you covered. Thank you, Rye. For so graciously talking about my dong. That didn't do at all what I wanted it to do. Oh, I know where this goes. Only when I need one. Metalworking, I'll ask for hints. I've been pretty good about asking for hints for this. Hmm. A load balancing puzzle? Is that what this is? I can figure out how to move any of them is the thing. Oh. Okay, I see. Oh, so close. How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need 6. I can do 4 in there. I need 5 now. This should give me 5 or 4. Gives me 4. I got it. Oh, that still gives me 9. That leaves me with 5. Hi! Hi, what's up? That's 8. Hold on, don't tell me. I'll figure it out. Okay, there's 3. I want that. I need 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that'll leave me with 1. This will leave me with 2. Okay. And we'll do like this. Ah, so close. It's okay, guys. We'll get this. We'll figure it out. I think we just did. There we go. Oh, it burnt out that crystal. I get to do more. Lucky me. It's white? That does not look white to me. Oh, the torch. I can't open it yet. I think I see where this is going though. This one's tough. Has anyone completed an escape room before? Yes, I've done a couple of them. They're fun. You did get 6 before? I gotta figure out how to do 6. I'm trying to remember how to do it. Give me 4 and 5. 5 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I can remove 4, which would give me 1. Fried Dragon, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Fobby Flock. Welcome in. Sorry, hold on. We gotta figure out this. We're gonna figure this puzzle out. We will. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on that side. 9, 10, 11, 12 on that. So there's 13 of them. We need 6. And we got 9s and 9, 4, and 12. 9, 4, 12, 9. Galaxy Kitten, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Fobby Flock. I'm overcomplicating it. I have no. I'm just tinkering around. If I'm being completely honest with you. It'd be 5 plus 4 equals 9. And minus 4 is back to 5. So that doesn't help me. Okay, what if I did 12 minus 9 is 12 minus 9 is 3. Let's try there. 9 minus 4 is 5. Five plus 4 is 9. 5 plus 1 is 6. Oh. Watch. Man, I don't want to grab that shit again. It's shaking. Oh, the only thing protecting me from that crystal is a little wooden handle. I don't want it. Would you grab that? Would you grab that thing? I sure as hell won't. 11. So that's 8. I need 11. It's like an infinity stone. Yeah, look how it turned out for the people who grabbed those. Nine minus 4 is 5. Nine plus 3. I need 2 though. Nine minus 9 is 0. 9 minus 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. Four plus 3 is 7. I got it. Whoa! Holy shit! It crashed my game for a second. Okay, I definitely think I have these in the... I definitely have the right idea here. Okay, so those two in the right spot. That will power anything, especially the thing that's... I've been wondering what's powering it forever now. Good to know. Okay, I just had these in the wrong order. Yeah, it will. That's what I was thinking too, metalworking. I was thinking the exact same thing. Okay, so these two are in the right spot. Okay, so that one. Buff Stitch, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Did I screw it up? Unless it goes the other way around and that's the first one. Okay. All right, let's try this. Dude, Deadly Gamer 21 gifting out a tier 1 sub to Kaiser Zafan. Kaiser Zafan, you're covered under collie care from the flops of the beans. I got you covered. Thank you, Kaiser. That was nice. Let's see if we did this right. What did we screw up? Let's try this. All right, we know those two are in the right spot. All right, so oh, it doesn't give me the full. Awesome. Okay, so that one's in the right spot. So I need to find that one. There it is. Okay, so that's the middle one. To the right of it should be that one. Let's see. I don't understand. Okay, those two are right. Alright, let's focus on this one. Let's get that one in the right spot, I guess. I don't understand how this is not working. Yeah, that should be on the left. What did you miss? We're trying to figure out this puzzle. I can only get these two. I don't understand. And the light's shining on that one. So if those two are in the right spot, the other one should fit in there too. Well, we know two of them are in the right spot. Just gonna try a random combination. Nope, still nothing. Oh, it shows me which ones are coming through, I think. Yeah. Yo, Tusky! What's up, Tusky? Oops, almost got stuck. Oh, Caleb, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, we did it! Dude, I want a staircase like this in my house.
Those couple hundred years have passed quickly.
Flame, hold on.
I managed to master the use of all the natural resources, including all kinds of metals and all the minerals this island had to offer. After I developed the new energy source, the pure white energy crystal, I thought that by harnessing the power of my new invention, I was capable of anything. I felt like a god. Those were the golden ages of my presence here. At that point, she tried to convince me again to leave. Naturally, I did not listen. She clearly could not understand the complexity and the importance of my work here. The great power I wish to acquire here could change the lives of thousands, if not millions of people.
Flame, so we talked about bones, specifically I mentioned the femur bone being super strong and important. Well, I had a patient recently who actually had fractured their femur, and not only just like minorly fractured it, like comminuted fracture, which is when you break it into 3 or more pieces. She had fallen and her femur just absolutely obliterated itself. I felt bad for her, but she was actually not a whole lot of pain, surprisingly. femur breaker is a lie? It just depends. I'm sure that specific contraption would probably hurt like hell. 70347-248. So how do I get this? Have I done a lecture on marijuana? Yes, I did one about cannabinoids and the endocannabinoid system. We talked about it. Alright, well, I know where a few of these are. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it though. Is it bad for you? It's not harmless. Is it worse than other regularly used drugs? No. What are these? I wonder if I do this. Oh, cool. It stays on. Okay, cool. I'm interested in watching. Yeah, it's on. It's on Twitch and it's on YouTube as well. If you want to go back and watch it. Swamp Isles. Oh, it's a light. Hey, get out of here!
Look around you. This is the gift
Now
the
the gamer,
last
take
one
care.
who called himself an explorer left behind. Seeking power, he defiled these once sacred grounds. And I couldn't stop him.
That's what I'm wondering,
I'll carry
Cake.
this burden forever.
It might. Okay, bye. Thank you for your sob story. I think that's my end goal right there. Basie. I like it. We never did figure out what this was. Oh, that's gonna be okay. I know what that's gonna be for. It was the button order, was it really? Was that what that note was? It was that. Okay. Where am I going? Where am I going? In here. Were there more of these throughout the map? I have no idea where the other ones were. Do you guys remember? Spiral staircase? Oh yeah, there was. The world's slowest observatory. Tux peeked his head in for a second. Let me just see if this works. This is gonna be the last puzzle I'm gonna do for today. Oh. Why didn't anybody tell me that? Oh, it's not the same. Is there one up there? There's got to be one within the reach of the observatory, right? I gotta find that first one. Is there one over there? Tux, what'd you bring me? Ooh, coffee. Tux brought me coffee. Thank you, babe. What does it become when you overlay the image? I think I have to match it. Thank you, babe. I don't think it does anything. I gotta go find the other ones. He always brings me coffees because he knows I like coffee. Can I rotate it? I can't rotate it unless I can access it. Oh God. Oh my goodness. Oh, it'll show me on there what it'll make. Okay. Okay, I definitely need that. Oh, I'm missing pieces, aren't I? Oh God! Yeah! I didn't get any pieces, did I? Did not. This might be a next stream issue. If I'm being honest with you. Were there any things over here to flash? Now I just need to look for things to flash with this light. All right, who wants to get flashed? Was there one up there? There's got to be one up there, right? Below the fishing platform? I don't know, where else do you guys think, where do you guys remember seeing anything else? Any other one of these? Otherwise we're gonna have to scour the whole freaking map. And we know it well, so it's not like it's not like we can't find them. Dude, screw this puzzle. This puzzle sucked. Because I'm assuming I need all the other pieces before I can finish that puzzle. By the locked door? There's a lot of locked doors. You're gonna have to be more specific than that. Oh, what about, I haven't really been down here a lot. How do you rate this relative to Cube, Gravitas, Turing Test? So these are a completely different game. Right up. So this is where the other two games were all those other games, Cube, Gravitas, Turing Test, they just threw you into a puzzle, right? They just threw you into like a room. There was no real, like, there wasn't much exploration because they didn't need to be. They just put you in a room, said do this puzzle, and you did it. This requires a little bit more exploration, which I don't hate, but also sometimes I just like to be hand-fed the puzzle and be like, here you go, do this puzzle and finish it. So there's a little bit, it's not terrible. I've enjoyed it. Some of these puzzles have been really fun. I think sometimes I like the idea of just not having to explore for my puzzles, just being spoon-fed them. Is there one over here? Did I miss one? But I have been enjoying it, and I've looked forward to all of it. I look forward to playing this game and actually finishing it, because I get frustrated when I can't finish things and I want to beat it. Okay, well, before I spend the next half hour, 45 minutes running around looking for these things, unless anybody's got any good ideas, as to where these other things might be. Based off of these drawings. A 70 what though? 70. It says I-70. 70 what? Or 170. How would I rate them? Talos Principle, I'd say Talos Principle and Cube are like 1A, 1B. Those were my two favorites. Then the Turing Test, then Gravitas. Gravitas was kind of eh. The puzzles were fun. It was too short. And we breezed through it in like 30 minutes. Oh wait, I see one. Hey, I see you. Let me. Oh, I guess I have to be up there for it, don't I? Okay, well, I found one of them. Let me try one more thing at the observatory. Maybe we can make this work. Oh, they can be rotated. Okay, let's make a yin. I gotta make a upside down peace sign with little dash. Okay. Does it have to be perfect, or does it just have to line up?
Woohoo! Shotspot!
Right, I'm missing some. But they should let you do this. Okay, so those are good. Almost there. Oh, okay, that's a full and that's a half. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. top right one's a full. Dude, this sucks. It does have to, it has to match perfectly. Of course it does. And I'm missing some. I don't know if I'm supposed to go find those or if if I can do it without. That one's got to go there. That one has to go there. I'm done with that one. That one goes there. What do I have? So I need full top right and half on the middle left. I'm pretty sure I need the other ones. I'm pretty sure I can't do this without the others. All right, well, we're gonna save it there. Ugh. And we will continue this on the next stream because I'm tired. I'm hungry. I want to eat. And my brain is all fried from all these puzzles. Ugh. I'm not about to sit here and try to figure out how to get this stupid thing to work, and I think I gotta go find the other pieces anyways. Oh, there might be more things we can blast that light at and try to figure out what to do with it. Mr. Rocket, thanks for the follow. Aegis Century, thanks for the follow. Daedalus Dask, thanks for the follow. Gamers You Know Who, thanks for the follow. Welcome in, guys. Who we raiding? Who we raiding? Who we raiding? Who we raiding? What do you guys want to raid? Who do you want to raid? Anybody in particular you guys want to raid? Puffy's doing art. Laughing's playing Friday the 13th. Who else on Wild Abandon is streaming? Let the hyper sheep roam free? Hell no! I worked so hard to get him. Absolutely not. Zika, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Fobby Flock. Rush Hyena, I'm sorry you missed it, Rush. I'm sorry. We can go raid Sausages. I've never raided Sausages. Let's do that. I know they're a friend of Moss's. Oh, and they're playing Dyson Sphere program. Perfect. You guys can go watch Dyson Sphere. Raid message is going to be Cinder7S. The feed are just a mess. Cinder7S. That's going to be the raid message, guys. Let's go show Sausages some love. They're playing Dyson Sphere. You guys can see Dyson Sphere and what it's like and how cool it is. I will see you guys next on Thursday. Thursday will be the next stream. I got to work tomorrow, but I'll be back on Thursday. We'll hopefully be able to finish through the rest of Quern. And then I got to figure out what game to play after that. But let's go hit up the discharge deck. Hit up the discharge desk, guys. Thank you guys for the follows. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for the bits. Thanks for hanging out. You guys are freaking awesome. I will see you guys on Thursday. Until then, have a good Wednesday. Enjoy your week, and I'll see you then. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Bye.